top from the ground. That's exactly where E wants him at every stage. Doesn't matter the stage, doesn't matter the percentage, doesn't matter how many stocks. As long as Falco is bereft of options, free juggle state, free damage, potentially free ledge control. Mr. E just wants to lock his opponent down at the ledge.
He wants to lock him down at the ledge, but at that point, he was swinging at nothing. Tilde taking full advantage of it, fading back though, right? Just jumping back, waiting for Mr. E's next ledge option, and able to get so many hits here. Oh my god.
Plenty of openings for finding more damage or potentially early kills.
Okay, goes in through the side B. He ended up trading.
I didn't even see the button. I think it was forward air, but like I couldn't even see. He was just ready to mash. He did not want to deal with it.
Okay, ooh, and then it goes right into it, maybe anticipating Tilde going in. I'm not sure what's going on here, but Tilde's just looking amazing right now.
An effective option that we've seen time and time again, and it's something to be expected when you have an opponent that just lives in the air.
Okay, just really good ledge trapping that time around. Went through the second neutrality to catch that jump out of shield.
And that's one thing that I love about matches like this, where the punishes can be truly explosive. Sometimes you don't expect your opponent to go for something so silly.
Because he's still the one in control of the situation who rolls in until they're not able to punish it in time. The amount of neutral bees that he is going for, and they're just connecting.
What we've been seeing a lot of Tilde trying to threaten with a forward air, threaten with air, know that it's not going, and then flickering his shield. That's a very early adaptation. He's trying to just get out of his mind because, as you mentioned, worst case scenario, we get a little bit of poke, a little bit of damage. It's nothing big. That's just a free stock.
Okay, comes back on here, tries to get a little bit funny with it, goes for the immediate upbeat, but he has no double jump. But luckily, Lucina's floatiness gives him the amount of drift that he needs to make it back on. Falco has to go deep. That's going to be an upbeat. That's going to be a counter every single day of the week. Mr. Lee has the punish waiting again and again, as many times as it takes.
No.
Okay.
Finally saw the angle change from Tilde. Now, he does manage to close out the stock.
Also not. Maybe he wants to catch like a jump from Tilde, but he gets punished for it.
The main issue would be the simplicity in the game plan. Well, yes, it is a sense of correct answers and options. It's about the execution. We felt that roar from the wind there. You saw that in the camera. But right alongside that is the execution, so that you don't just do it too much. You don't over-position yourself. You don't swing too early. Having that little bit of hesitation, that sense of control over what you're doing is pivotal.
Whenever he's like edge guarding and ledge trapping, because he's just trying to discourage Tilde from going through any aggressive options. That counter though...
No, we're not done yet. We're not done yet.
I like choked up a little bit and I was like, wait a second.
This has been a situation that he has been in so many times with so many different players, so many different characters. It's like, yeah, they're coming back. I know this isn't surefire, but I'm still going.
Nice and easy, waiting on those Town and City platforms, just waiting for all that Angel Plat and vulnerability to dissipate. A couple of up tilts, Tilde, king of the resets, baby, waited out that air dodge, and got a punish for it too. Okay, like that F smash to potentially call out a preemptive side B. Tilde didn't go for it, he was nice and patient.
And now also, you put the fear in his mind. You remind Tilde that, all right, I don't just get to do that. If he is willing to just swing like an animal, I don't get to be frisky.
Goes for the edge guard, doesn't actually pan out, but the downing still ends up trading.
I like that. That was a really smart adaptation from E. He saw the positioning, he saw his opportunity, just attack on just that smidge of damage, but also gets himself free stage positioning.
Okay, maybe looking for that back here to catch like a potential double jump from Tilde. Mr. Lee just needs a way to be able to close here, and all it takes is one bad landing on his shield.
It really is just the wake-up DP smash.
Oh yeah.
And it really is just such a reliable option for E because he knows when he can get away with it. It's not like it's one of those habits where he'll just always do it.
Not against Mr. E, you do not. He is able to react to the goal. You have to go through those high recoveries, and Falco is amazing at those.
Camping? Oh, I'm so here for this.
He has to.
No, that's that
Mr.
top
Lee is
shelf
covering the
bitch-made play that I love seeing.
They're just exchanging blows.
They are. It's just blow for blow. No one's giving... There's so much space between both of these characters. A beautiful clank.
I'm sorry. Was that a grounded forward clank with the up tilt? Either way, it does not matter. Mr. Lee closing out that game, closing out that stock.
Is E playing with that much finesse that he could just bring it on home? He just knows he's that guy.
He's adapting, he's reacting, he's playing out of shield. Again, like his ledge trapping has been so consistent and he has just not been letting up in the slightest. Okay.
And a lot of his play has been fluid as well, like where he's choosing to position, where he's choosing to challenge Tilde.
Okay, tries to catch maybe some sort of a late grab out of Shield just in case that Tilde held onto Shield after he hit his shield, but it does not matter. Right now, Mr. Lee, again, the same situation. He is ledge trapping people. He is just getting so many different little hits until he finds his closer.
How does Tilde take advantage of the situation? He's doing a little bit of twirling. Unfortunately, it catches him right into Lucina's open arms, almost losing his stock out of the up throw.
He goes to that platform, and you know what? Mr. Lee was in a position to gut in both the platform and in between them.
He's just in the right place at the right time. It doesn't matter what the option needs to be. He can be there for it. He's looking to just set up the ledge play from when the plats come into play. He just needs to buy time. And if he gets percentage along the way, well, that's just a bonus. Oh, that was great with the catch of the up tilt. It could have been huge damage, but still, it's mounting very quickly in favor of E.
At that point in the stage, just stay there, stay planted. Tilde is going to be so much less comfortable coming back on.
He's just ready. We've seen very few incorrect guesses from E.
Ooh.
And any situation where E has been faltering, it's been more to the credit of Tilde just reacting and punishing accordingly. Like we're going to see there.
And it was up to Mr. Lee to do so, and he still gets that punish.
We're landing with the forward air, and now we're bringing in the combos. Oh, yo, he wanted it so bad.
He wanted it so bad, he didn't fully commit to the bit. He doesn't get the down air into the back air. That would have been huge if he had just short hopped instead.
He is on the verge of taking Defend the North with a clean 3-0. But Tilde will not allow it.
Yeah, so going into his next game, I'm trying to think about like what could happen a little bit differently here. I feel like Tilde was getting back onto stage a lot against Mr. Lee. He could just try to go for a couple more counters, or maybe just planting his feet on the stage and not always looking to punish a high recovery attempt.
Given that we're moving to Stadium 2 for the next match, I'm curious to see once again, how do these platforms come into play? I know Tilde is going to want to combo off him. I know he's going to want to be able to retreat to them. We saw a ton of that off Talent City. That's a lot of damage. That's free stage control. That's, most importantly, free ledge pressure.
Ooh, tries to go through the downer, and that was the call out, but alas, too far to the left. Tilde just able to punish it successfully with the up air. And now, back at the ledge again, goes through the up air as an early punish, and using his directional air dodge, Tilde kept himself alive.
And generally speaking, a very bold call out against Lucina. Unfortunately,
speaking of bold call outs, that's going to be one. Mr. Lee landing out that side B. Yep. You're going to get hit, and you're going to die.
Yeah, yo, speaking of Tilde setting up for it, doesn't get the hit on down air that he likes, but that's 136 on Lucina. And the correct read at the ledge with the up smash. He didn't move an inch. He knew exactly where he needed to be, and E bit.
Mr. Lee just trying to get a couple of hits here, but at that low percentage, when you don't get to knock people off that far away onto stage, eventually Tilde is just going to guess good and come back on. Comes back on with the high recovery, but Mr. Lee was ready with an up B out of shield on reaction. Oh no.
Very strange situation for E to be able to properly edge guard, because that could have gone awry very easily.
Couple of up tilts, able to get an up air as well, but unfortunately for Tilde, Mr. Lee able to trade on the way back down, and you can't get that aggressive with those hitboxes on the way back up. Spacing really safely here, comes back on with the side B, forcing Tilde to the ledge. The up air a little bit too soon. Mr. Lee could have jumped later, but it does not matter. He is holding on to center stage. He's not giving up the space, and he's just waiting for Tilde to press too aggressively on his shield. I want to see some more grabs out of Tilde. I feel like that is sort of the adaptation he needs to punish all the shield that he conditioned.
It's getting very dangerous very quickly. And Tilde has not found the ground to get that strong hit to even up the stock count.
Okay, he finally is able to reset neutral. He's holding on to center stage here, and he catches the goal in, but misses the kill confirm, and he is going to get punished for it, absolutely. If I'm Tilde, I am kicking myself for it. That's the high recovery. That's going to be the up B out of shield, and that's going to be Mr. E as your DTN 2023 SSBU champion.
Okay, now with shit, I came from the south side. You got a problem, we taking it outside. Niggas gon' front cause they looking for clout, fine, losing they principles, nigga, I'm bout mine. Okay, now with shit, I came from the south side. You got a problem, we taking it outside. Niggas gon' front cause they looking for clout, fine, losing they principles, nigga, I'm bout mine.